Huh? Oh, right now. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Blossom Project's annual fundraiser and live stream celebration of hope. My name is DJ Charlie Beats. Back here, right here, is my husband, DJ You Can't Stop Mike, and together we are the soulmates. So tonight, we will be providing your vibe. We'll be emceeing at the same time. One of us will be instructing some Bollywood dancing. But enough about that. We've got a great evening of presentations of great guest speakers. One of them, I may add, is Cecilia Taylor, who is the mayor of Menlo Park. In addition to that, some amazing, I can't even, it's just amazing auction items. So please go ahead, grab your drinks, cocktail, whatever beverage you are preferring right now, and allow my husband to get you in the positive vibe of giving. In just a few minutes, we are going to start our program. Let's go, everybody. If you are streaming with us here in your living room, come on and get up and start dancing with us. Let's go. Tonight is a positive vibe of celebration. We're here to ask, to just give, and just be open to what we're all gathered here to talk about today. Hey! Make sure, everybody, to comment. Go ahead and comment. If you're streaming with us on Facebook Live, if you're streaming with us on YouTube, we would love to hear your comments. Let us know that you are with us here in the chat. Because you know what? This live stream thing, it's a whole other ball game, right? So let me know that I am not alone, that we are not alone. All right? So go ahead and make your comments. How are things going so far? Are you liking the music? Hey. And let us know where you're actually streaming from. Are you streaming from California? From San Jose? Hey. Or are you over here in India? Where are we at? Let us know. If you have a drink in your hand, let's go ahead and cheers right now. DJ, You Can't Stop Mike. Let's go. Cheers. Hey.
I was wondering if you could keep on, because the fellowship has got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like that. It makes me feel like that.
Oh, yeah. Hey. All right, don't mind me that I'm dancing right in front of the camera. I'm feeling the vibe. If you're in front of your computer, if you're in front of a camera, go ahead and dance with me. Our virtual dance floor right here. Hey, let's go. sharing this page, okay? If you are tuning in on Facebook, if you are tuning in on YouTube, please, please, please share this with your community. Go ahead and message your friends, message strangers. Again, this is a celebration of hope, everybody. Let's go. And this is such a great time to go ahead and just spread that. And we are coming here together for such a great cause. And why not share it with everybody? When that beat drops, here we go. Let's go. Hey, even if you're in your seats, let me just tell you the benefits of being live stream and you're in your living room. No one really knows what you're doing, right? But let me feel your vibe. Come on. Hey.
I've been looking forward to that was gonna be my wife. That was my intention.
All right, I'm gonna go over here and kind of see where everyone's at here. Are we making any comments? Hey. Oh my goodness, I see so many comments. I love it. Come on, everybody. Where's everyone streaming from? Let's see. Hey, Jersey! What's going on? Woo! San Carlos, what's up? Sunnyvale, yes. Representing San Jose right here. Do we got everyone from Washington, D.C.? Washington? Anyone from India? Anyone Midwest? Colorado? Where else? Let's see. Menlo Park. I love it. Woo! Hey. Once again, we have an amazing program for you. So please, I encourage you to please stay through until the very end. All right? Oh my gosh, this music right now. I'm sorry, I'm in the field. But I encourage you to please stay until the very end because everyone who has been a part of this project really needs to share their message. They've worked really hard. This project is not successful without donations and help from the community. Okay, so please, what all the board members, all the volunteers have to say tonight is a call to action. And we are asking each and every one of you to just stop and listen. Every single donation, $1, $5, $10, $100, whatever you can give will make an impact. And that is all we're asking. Thank you so much, everyone. Woo! Been wrong before. Who can sing this with me? Be wrong anymore. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. On behalf of my husband and myself, thank you so much for allowing us to just start the program, set the vibe. It is a positive vibe. Let me tell you, once again, this is a celebration of hope. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our first speaker. She is a beautiful, beautiful push bender. She is a volunteer as well as board member. Take it away.
Wow, thank you for kicking us off, DJ Soulmates. I was actually already dancing backstage. Welcome, everyone, to the annual fundraiser for Blossom Projects. We're so excited to have you all join. My name is Pushpinder Lubana, and I'm a volunteer and board member at Jai Bhim International, a registered US-based nonprofit. We're raising funds today for our program called Blossom Projects on the ground in Kerala in India. So our work through Blossom Projects in India is about breaking social barriers and empowering the next generation of youth leaders. Our approach has been very successful because of three reasons. One, we believe that youth are the face of change in their families and communities. Two, deep-rooted systemic social change can happen through educating our youth and empowering their economic freedom. And three, when you plant a seed of change in one youth, they will inspire others to change as well, having a multiplier effect. So before we start, just a quick request. COVID meant that we had to go online for this fundraiser. And we had to learn fast how to do this in this format. So this is the first time for us. I'm hoping that there won't be any tech glitches, but please bear with us. We'll do our best. So we're going to share now how we are achieving this on the ground with some youth in Kerala. So Blossom Projects is a residential program for Indigenous and tribal and Dalit students who stay with us for 10 months or longer. They have stopped attending the state school system due to caste-based discrimination, violence, prejudice, and bullying. They receive 3 meals with us, they have a safe place to stay, and they also experience an intensive immersion in academics, 21st century skills, creative arts, self-healing through drama, music, and also confidence building. They leave our program with a renewed sense of hope and agency and go back and re-enroll in school or technical training, clear their high school exams, and enroll in further studies, and even get jobs. The program was established by local Dalit leaders in Kerala with the support of educational experts in the US. It has the buy-in and support of our local, village, and state leaders in Kerala. Our leadership curriculum and academic program was designed by Dalit leaders for our Dalit students. And our hope is that this model that has been so successful can be scaled to any marginalized community beyond the Dalit community, beyond Kerala. The focus, just to give you a sense of where we are and where Kerala is, for those of you who haven't traveled to India or aren't familiar with Kerala, Kerala is a beautiful coastal state that is on the west coast, and it has lush paddy fields, water canals, and coffee, spice, and tea plantations. That being said, this idyllic state does hide the ugly face of caste discrimination and oppression that has existed for centuries. Now, this caste system does not just exist in Kerala. It exists in all parts of India and even the South Asian diaspora. What the caste system is, it's a social hierarchy. It's a stratified system of identifying some people at the top being superior or dominant, and those at the bottom being inferior or polluting. Our students face a lot of this caste-based oppression on a day-to-day basis because they are Dalits. So the term Dalit means broken or scattered in Hindi and Sanskrit. And it's a term used for people belonging to castes in India who have been historically subjected to untouchability. Now, if you're watching, if you're watching this program, say, from the United States, There are some data points that may seem very poignant that I'm going to share with you. So what does the lived experience of Dalit students look like in India? Dalit children sit separately from other children in schools. Almost 1 out of every 3 government schools in rural areas prohibit children from sitting together. Almost half of Dalit villages are denied access to water sources, a basic fundamental human right. And Dalit and non-Dalit people cannot eat together in 70% of rural villages. So when you hear these data points, what is poignant for all of us perhaps is that this echoes some of what segregation looked like for Black people who were treated like this during slavery and the Jim Crow eras. So it's no surprise that our Dalit students end up dropping out of high school. 72% of Dalit students have stopped going to school by 10th grade. And these are the students that we work with in our programs. So our mission is to empower youth and their families in socially and economically marginalized communities through 3 ways: through education, leadership development, and social entrepreneurship. Now, in terms of just this idea that, what if you haven't grown up with the caste system? Or maybe you're hearing this presentation and thinking, how is this relevant to my life? I live in the United States, and why should I care about the experience of Dalit communities in India or even globally? And my answer to you on that is that caste as a tool of oppression exists across countries, cultures, races, and ethnicities. And, for that reason, the work that we're doing in Kerala really has a lot of relevance to communities that are marginalized all over the world. So our vision is to scale our approach beyond Kerala and Dalit youth. In terms of just our overarching vision, we feel that we should all be working towards a caste-free society where we build opportunities for youth who are experiencing racism, discrimination, and violence globally. And with that, I really want to draw some inspiration for all of you from some of our students. So I want you to meet Sini, who came to us to attend our 10-month residential program for the girl students. And, when Sini came to us, she was very shy and rarely smiled, and it looked like the weight of the world was on her shoulders. And within 10 months, she blossomed into this amazing, confident young person. So much so that she actually came back to us and our program and became the supervisor of the Blossom Project's girls' hostel. So here's Sini in her own words.
എൻ്റെ പേര് സിനി, ഞാൻ 6th ബാച്ച് സ്റ്റുഡൻ്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാനിവിടെ ലേഡി വാർഡനായിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. +2 2 വിഷയം ഫെയിലായി. പിന്നെ അതിന് വേണ്ടിയുള്ള ട്യൂഷനും ക്ലാസ്സുകളും എല്ലാം ലോകോത്തരയിൽ നിന്ന് എനിക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്. തിരിച്ചു വരാനുള്ള കാരണം എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ലോകോത്തരം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ലവിങ് ആണ്, സപ്പോർട്ടിങ്, കെയറിങ് ഒക്കെയാണ്. പിന്നെ എന്തും തുറന്നു പറയാനുള്ളൊരു അവസരം ശരിക്കും ലോകോത്തര തന്നെയാണ്. പിന്നെ എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിലെ അവസ്ഥ, എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ വളരെയധികം ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്. സാമ്പത്തിക ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടും മറ്റു പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ കാരണം പഠന കാര്യങ്ങളിൽ തന്നെ ഒന്നും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കാനോ ഒന്നിനും പറ്റുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ പഠനത്തിലൊക്കെ ഒത്തിരി പുറകോട്ട് പോകുന്നു. പിന്നെ ലോകോത്തര വന്ന ശേഷം പഠിക്കാനുള്ളൊരു താല്പര്യം വന്നത് തന്നെ ലോകോത്തര വന്ന ശേഷമാണ്.
Hello, everyone. I am Daya Mudra. I am the founder and creative director of Jaibeam International. I'd like to say thank you to Pushpinder for coordinating the evening's event, and thank you to all of you for being here with us tonight. I'd like to introduce you to the team on the ground that's running our projects. These are young Dalit leaders who have organized our projects and are leading the programs on the ground. You'll see Sini in the middle, who's the warden of our girls' hostel. And on the left is our former student Archana, who's now our English teacher. So these students, this team has put together a program that includes academic training, computer training, arts and culture, and nonviolent communication, and conflict resolution. And our teacher, Archana, has told us that one of the most challenging aspects of working with our students when they come to our 10-month residential program is that they don't ask questions. They're so fearful and lacking in confidence, but very quickly they learn to ask questions and their interest in learning is ignited. And once they fall in love with learning, they start to make incredible progress. These are some of our students, and you can see how much confidence they've gained after being in our program. They learn to really express their creativity. And not only that, but they start to grow in compassion. They not only want to solve their own problems and go back to school and graduate from high school and go on to higher education, but they also want to go back to their own families. They tell us that they go back and for the first time, they help their parents open a bank account. You know, they intervene to stop the cycle of domestic violence and substance abuse in their families. And they really influence the children and the neighbors and all the people in their communities to solve their own problems facing their own communities. So we started 2020 at our annual winter camp. We had 85 people gathered, and our theme was skills for the 21st century. So our program is having influence on the local level, but our students see beyond the local situation and they imagine themselves as 21st century learners connected to a global community. And so you are part of our global circle of friends. And this here is the team that was running our projects. And in the middle are 4 students who came back and they worked as our operations team. So they brought so much leadership without any direction from us. They ran the camp every day from 6 in the morning till 10 at night. So of course, in March, everything changed with COVID. We were in the middle of our high school equivalency exams and we had to send our students back to their villages. And we've since put our program online, and our students have created projects for the children in their own communities. So they have taken the leadership skills that they've developed with us, and they've started satellite projects in 5 of the most remote villages in Kerala. And these are students who have really been left out of academic training now that everything is online. And our students have helped to get them back into the cycle of academic training, students that have been the most marginalized during this COVID crisis. So I am so proud of our team, and some good news in the middle of all the suffering this year is that our executive administrator here, Anju, and our executive director, Arun, got married, and they are also in graduate school. Anju is finishing up her MBA. Arun has just entered an MA program. Our English teacher, Gayatri, is in an MA program, and our guest teacher, Nabia, has entered the very selective PhD program at Tata Institute in Mumbai. So our teachers are lifelong learners, and they're constantly growing and evolving and learning to bring new solutions to their community, new solutions that center on student-centered education, individual excellence, and healthy families. And it's with your help that we're able to be successful. So thank you for being part of our global circle of friends. Now I'll pass it on to Pushpinder, who's going to tell you about the very exciting auction items. Thank you.
Hi, I am Anju Govnath. I am working as office manager in Logutra Leadership Academy since 2015. Logutra gives me so many opportunities to develop myself, both professionally and personally. The main speciality of Logutra is there is no discrimination like caste, gender, religion or anything. Personally, I feel very happy about this Blossom project because as a woman, I know we have to face so many challenges and discriminations in the society. Through this project, we can motivate and empower our young sisters. Thank you.
students, Anju. All right, so let's move on to the auction items. Jenny, you ready to be a little competitive on this one?
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone. We're so excited to be here tonight. Kick it off, Push.
Yes, absolutely. So before we jump into the 4 amazing auction items we have, we wanted to share with you that we were very deliberate in which items we picked. We didn't want to just create possessions and physical things. We wanted to create memories. And each of these items that we've picked really will hopefully connect you to Kerala and our students. So let's start with the first one. The first one is a Kerala dinner for 4. This is package 1. You will literally glide through the waterways of Kerala with 4 courses featuring seafood recipes from 3 main cuisines of Kerala. Did anyone know that there were 3 cuisines in Kerala? Christian, Hindu, and Muslim. All ingredients will be sourced from the farmer's market. And if anyone knows my sister Sonia Pelia, everything will be organic and sustainable and fair trade. This package is available only to Bay Area residents, and the dinner will be hand-delivered to your home at a date and a time convenient for you and the host. The starting bid for this is an unbelievable low $200. So text your bid to 650-575-8302. And a little bit about Sonia Pelia, for those of you who don't know her. She is a force to reckon with. She's a marketing executive in Silicon Valley, a VC, and a board president for Maitri, one of the very well-known nonprofit organizations in the Bay Area. And she also mentors, tech founders as well. And in the little bit of spare time she has, she perfects her knowledge and her joy in cooking. And so she's a great chef, and I think you're going to have so much fun with this one. The second package is really one of our favorites right now, and there's a lot of competition. So Jenny, watch out on this one. It's 4 nights, 5 days stay in Kerala's best kept secret, in my opinion, the Koyal Village Lake Resort on the backwaters of Aleppi. And you're literally staying in one of those little huts that you see in the image. And all you need to do is take a little canoe to the main restaurant and get an Ayurvedic treatment. Start your day with a yoga class on the banks of the backwaters, and do nothing else other than detox and de-stress. So visit our program even. Arun Bodh will be happy to take you and show you around. He's 45 minutes away. The package covers the stay for 2 people, 4 nights, an Ayurvedic treatment for both people, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the resort. What the package does not include are flights to India or any travel expenses during your stay in Kerala. So go ahead, bid. The starting bid is $500 for these 4 nights, 5 days, and text your bid at 650-575-8302.
Amazing. Thank you, Pushpinder. And I have some exciting packages as well. Package number 3 is a 1-hour photo shoot for a family or couple, maybe recently engaged couple in the South Bay area. So you have to be in the South Bay or travel to the South Bay area in California. It's, of course, based on availability and the photographer and based on the photographer and the winner. It's MP Singh Photography, which is a lifestyle wedding photography studio based in California. They do weddings all over the world, and they also are one of the top brands for South Asian weddings in California. And they also do lifestyle and family shoots. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people bidding on this. The starting bid is $500, and that is nothing compared to the experience that you're going to get knowing that you're having a professional photo shoot. Text 650-460-9898. Come on, everyone. I know you can do it. And the other exciting package is a delicious dinner in Washington, D.C., because we have to offer things for everyone. We have people joining us from the East Coast, from Canada, from the West Coast, from Europe, from Asia, even from Mexico. So come on, everybody, put on your bids. The package number 4 is an exquisite dinner at DC's highly acclaimed contemporary Indian restaurant with a tasting menu dinner and wine pairings by Chef Vikram Sundaram. He's a winner of the James Beard Award for Best Chef Mid-Atlantic, and the starting bid is $400. Please text 650-460-9898. Again, 650-460-9898. Come on, we're counting on you. This is all for a great cause.
Absolutely, Jenny. And here again is just all of the 4 packages for you to see with the phone number to bid and also the starting bid amounts.
Thank you, Push. And now we are going to move on to a video segment of our Executive Director, Arun Booth, on the ground in India.
I am Arun Booth, Executive Director of Blossom Projects in Kerala. I am very happy and excited about this gathering. We all know we are going through the toughest situation in the history. Due to COVID-19, we had to close our hostel 9 months ago and send the students back to their homes. Most of our students come from Dalit and tribal background. They are very poor and daily laborers. I mean, their parents are daily laborers and very poor. Because of this COVID-19, most of them lost their jobs and they are going through the painful economical situations. Also, our students are facing so many difficult atrocities and caste-based discrimination in their village. Among all these difficulties, our students have to live in their village. Now, government switched public education into online media. Most of our students don't have access to internet and technologies. Because of Blossom Project and your support, we are able to guide these students and support these students to learn online education. I think it is very success. They are learning, now they are learning through online. Also, few of our senior students start small learning communities in their village. They bring their young sisters and brothers together and guide their education as a small tuition program. Because of Blossom Project, these young leaders are able to take responsibilities of their youngsters. I think Blossom Project is not giving English education. Also, we are providing or also we ignite their hope and leadership. I think Blossom Project and these young leaders showing or exemplify its motto, cultivating compassion, creativity, and confidence. Thank you for all of your support for this Blossom program. I am very grateful for this friendship. And be safe and healthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Arun. We are so grateful to have our Executive Director, Arun Booth, leading the team and our programs in Kerala, India. Thank you so much for your leadership. Well, greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Jennifer Pichardo, and I have the great honor to serve as a board member and volunteer of Blossom Projects. With your support, Blossom Projects is truly transforming the lives of these young women and men in India by empowering them with access to education, safe housing, and the skills that are helping them become leaders in their own communities. I am so inspired to be here with you today, and I'd like to share the story of one of our incredible students, Vishal, and his story of resilience, entrepreneurship, and leadership. Vishal came to our academy and graduated as part of the 5th batch of students, and is currently enrolled in vocational electronics training. Before joining the academy, Vishal was homeless. His parents have been part of a tribal land struggle for the past few years, and the family faces violence and threats on a daily basis. After Vishal completed our program, he returned to his village, but after the team assessed his living situation, we realized it was not safe or sustainable for his continued growth and well-being. In order to fulfill Vishal's desire to continue with his education, we provided him with a living space at one of our youth residencies while he attended a local school. When the pandemic began, all our programs had to be abruptly paused and students had to return to their villages. Vishal, along with current students and alumni, organized themselves and became tutors and teachers to their village children. This led to 4 satellite programs organized and started by our students, which continues to grow. Our executive director, Arun, organized for books and care packages to be delivered to senior students. One of the senior students, Raul, started a new tuition program in his village with the students and the books that they receive so that they can continue learning during the pandemic. Because of these programs, these students who came to us with little to no literacy skills and very low self-esteem are now empowered and taking initiative in their communities. No one asked them to, nor provided them with a plan or any resources. They saw a need and just stepped up. Vishal, Rahul, and other students are leading these learning programs in their communities. Our programs have nurtured these young leaders to believe that they matter and that they deserve an education and equal access to opportunities. They are becoming creative, innovative leaders and starting their own projects with little to no resources. They are creating solutions in their communities. They are passing along incredible life skills to their siblings and giving back to their communities. We are so proud of their compassionate leadership in this time of crisis. This is why it is so critical for students to have safe housing and the tools to feel supported to pursue their education. It's not that they don't want an education, but rather that their circumstances make it impossible for them to imagine that is a possibility. This is where you and I create change. This is where our programs need supporters like you to equip these students with the tools and opportunities to pursue an education in a safe environment so that they know they matter. In these trying times, when the world and our communities need us to step up, please consider any amount to support the educational access and safety for our students, like Vishal, to empower them to blossom into their best selves and the leaders they want to be in their communities. Thank you. And now, I'd like to welcome back my colleague and board member, Pushpinder. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. That was so inspiring to hear the story, and just your words were very inspirational. So everyone, you know, how you can support us we've broken it up into 4 different initiatives. The first one is our COVID-19 satellite program. As Jenny was mentioning, these organically kind of mushroomed in different parts of the communities where our students were, and they began to engage with other students in the villages and teach them. So we have currently 4 satellite programs, but these numbers keep growing. So the ask is $5,000. With that, we want to equip each site with a Blossom starter kit, and that's $500 per site. And this kit would have the necessary tools that our students need to teach in their villages. We need 10 kits to get us off the ground for 2021, and that would be a total of $5,000. The second piece of funding we need support with is for this digital access fund. You know, we want to equip our 11th and 12th graders who are so close to graduating with a cell phone so that they can access online learning. They can have access to an English-speaking app. We can get a subscription as well as reliable internet access. So the ask is $3,600 for 20 students at the rate of $180 per phone costs. And these pictures on the right really tell you the delight that our students, Vishal and Vishak, the two brothers, had when a cell phone was provided to them because they were unable to join online learning otherwise. And then finally, the Digital Education Fund. We've all had to learn how to adjust to COVID and go online. And imagine our students in our communities who have been marginalized already. So we want to train our teachers to teach online, train our students to be online so that they can learn online. We want to convert our really amazing curriculum to an online format. And we want to provide tech support to our students and teachers. So for 2021, we want $11,000 to get us on a good start. So hopefully, we can get this off the ground. And then finally, we are hopeful. We want to believe that this is a blip, and we're going to go back to having our really dynamic program on the ground in person. And so tentatively, we're aiming for Q4 of 2021 to restart our residential program, which means, renting the hostel building again for our women students, arranging safe transportation from their villages back to town, and also imagine the families that have been even more marginalized by COVID. So we want to give them financial assistance so that their children can come join us. So the total ask just to get us started again is $5,400. So, if you add this all up, it's not a huge amount, and that's what I would like to leave you with is our total ask is $25,000, and it really is for us to get started and up and running for 2021. So please donate generously at blossomprojects.org/donate. And now with that, I think it's time to get our soulmates back. So back to DJ Charlie and DJ Mike.
Hey. Oh my gosh, everybody. How amazing were all those presentations. And honestly, if you are still streaming with us, thank you so much for still being here, because by you just taking your time, giving your gift of time to just listen to the impact of what $1 can make for Blossom Projects, I mean, it is such a blessing. So please, auction items are now, they're live, okay? So please text your bids to the numbers that are in the comments. And you know what? If you're not able to bid as much as the starting price, that is okay. Donations are still open. Again, every dollar counts. With that said, I am going to get you in the mood. We're going to lift your spirits up, get you in that giving mood. In the beginning, I said that one of us, myself or my husband, will be teaching a Bollywood dance, and that would be me. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to get up out of your chair, all right? Because I know it's super, super comfortable, but get off out of your couch, get off out of your chair, all right? Because we're going to move. Now, fun fact, aside from me being a DJ between my husband and I am also a fitness instructor, hey? And I actually teach Bali X. How fitting is that for this celebration? So today, what we're going to do is I am going to take you on a journey, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to dance, okay? So I've got a song. I'm going to go through some of the moves. The song is about 3.5 minutes long, okay? But we're going to go through some of the moves, and then after that, we're going to go through the whole choreography, all right? So it is a Desi hip-hop song. We've got some bongo moves in there as well. If you know the song, it's called Jalebi Baby, and if you know what jalebi is, it is a popular a sweet fried desserts. Okay, and so in this song, a gentleman is professing his adoration, basically, for this lady. So we're gonna go ahead, and so I could feel that you're already ready for me. So what I'm gonna do is I need to prep first because I need to make sure that my area is available. Hold on. All right. So we ready, right? We're ready. So what I'm going to do, okay, what you're going to do for me is we're going to go ahead. Let's get started. I'm going to go through the chorus, okay? So we're going to pretend we're actually mixing the batter for jalebi, but we're going to do it with some sass, all right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to go mix jalebi baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, mix. 1, 2, 3, 4, mix. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and mix. All right. Are y'all still with me? Okay. Like I said, we're mixing the batter with some sass. All right. Okay. Next up, which is one of my favorite moves. Okay. It is a bongo moves, a biddy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to step 1, 2, double. Okay. 1, 2, double. And you add a little hop to that. 1, 2, double. 1, 2, double. Now, here's where it gets a little crazy, right? We're going to start to add our arms. Okay. So arms should be at chest level. Okay. Bongo moves are very strong. All right. So you want to make sure that your chest is nice and open. So we're going to go 1, 2. And when we go double, in, out, in, out. 1, 2, in, out, in, out. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this off. It's a little distracting here. So it's going to go 1, 2, da, da. 1, 2, da, da. Are we ready? Let me see in the comments. Are we ready? Comments. Do we got it? Do we got it? Oh, we ready. Okay. I'm going to have my husband, You Can't Stop Mike, cue the song. We're going to get started, all right? I'm just going to say, like I do with any of my students when I teach Bali X, have fun with it. If you can't get the steps, that's quite okay. This is your space. This is your movement. Have fun with it, okay? But in the meantime, just keep vibing with us. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Yes? Let's go. Hey, come on. We're starting. Let's do this. It goes 4 steps right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. Hey. Hey.
I think about it every
At
day.
the arms.
Baby looking like Hana Kazana on a plate.
Let's go.
Like Matai, like Kulfi.
Woo! Hey. Right here. Hey. Step to the side. Step.
Everybody trying to
Step.
figure out your recipe.
Step.
Just trying to get a piece.
Step again.
I know that you wanna get crazy.
I can feel y'all dancing with me. Let's go. Hey, here we go. Mixing jalebi with sass. 1, 2. Hey,
Just wanna eat
hey.
it. Baby, let me see it. No, I really need it.
Let's do this.
Oh, baby, let me see it.
Come on. Hey,
Just wanna eat it.
are we ready for that bongo move?
I know the things that you
Right
like.
here. Double. Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey,
baby, let me see
hey.
it.
Let's go. Back to the beginning.
Hey, tell me how you feel. Looking like a movie
Hey.
star doing it for
Hey.
reals. Looking like a snack, looking like a whole meal. Gucci and Chanel with your red bottom heels. Ice drip.
So fun.
Bana jadu meri rani. Shawty bad, she my divani mastani. Light it up, I'm living every day like it's Diwali. Young Tasha, young Shahrukh, I'm at every
Right
party.
here.
And you got what I want, it's Sony, yeah. पिट्ठी गला करके तू ना जा छड़ के
Step to the side.
तेरा प्यार हानिए girl you know
We ready to mix?
Hey,
Yes,
let me see
yes. Let's go, let's go. Hey,
let me
hey.
see it oh I really need it oh
Woo!
see it I just wanna eat it Jalebi, I know all the things that you like baby let me see it I just wanna eat it baby let me see it
Hey,
oh I really
hey,
need it
come on. You're not tired
let
yet.
me see it
Woo!
I just wanna eat it baby let me see it
We step 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey. Let's go. We're almost done. Woo! Hey, finish strong. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How was that? How was that? Let's see in the chat. Let's see in the chat. How are we feeling? How was that choreography? Did I get your heart rate up? Did I? Who's heard that song before? I have to say that song when I first listened to it was amazing. What are we saying in the chat here? Oh, awesome. Awesome. All right, everybody. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. I'm catching my breath. I'm just going to be real. I love teaching that. If you want any more information, you can get a hold of me or Pushpinder and join me dancing. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all some updates, okay? Thank you so much for those who have already bid. All right, so right now, let me tell you where we are, okay? We have a lot of opportunity, let me tell you, okay? We have a lot of opportunity. I'm going to say we have heard how important our generosity is going to be and has been to be able to create an environment of education and foster leadership for these children, okay? So right now, so package 1 for the dinner, okay? Right now we're at 210. The stay in Kerala is, we're still at 500, I believe, if I'm reading this right. But who would not want a little getaway after all of this with COVID? Once we know everything is safe, who would not want this getaway with a massage and there's a magical boat ride? Oh my gosh. I mean, Pushpinder was just talking about how great this place is. Package 3. Okay, photography. Let me just say, I know that this would probably be for local, but this photographer is world renowned. World renowned, okay? I know we have our own photographer ourselves, but I'm about to call up this photographer as well because I checked his Instagram and he is world class. Well, right now we're at 600. And this DC dinner, come on, everybody. Let's go. No bids yet. What? Okay. East Coast family, where are we at? Okay. Let's make sure that we are bidding. So that's where we're at. Okay. Package 1 for the dinner, we're at 210. The stay in Kerala, 500. We've got our photographer with MP saying we're at 600. DC dinner, we got no bids yet. Come on, everyone. I know, we all know your generosity will mean the world to us. With that said, I am going to depart for just a little bit. I want to introduce a question and answer QA with Jenny and Vina. And so take it away. And thank you so much for dancing with me.
Thank you so much, Charlene. That was amazing. Got us all moving here. Vina.
Hello.
Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
We're so grateful to have you. Our programs need youth volunteers here in the United States. We believe that only when we establish connections between our students in different social economic classes, gender, nationalities, geographic locations, can true learning really happen. Our youngest student leaders is Vena. She's a high school student in the Bay Area in California. She has volunteered for Blossom Projects since 7th grade. Veina is an avid Catholic dancer who trains with Nurani Dance, led by Farah Yasmin Shaikh, and has inspired many of our fundraisers with a dance performance. She also single-handedly raised 500 plus books in donations to our Academy library. This edition of 500 books helped our library qualify for Kerala state funding. How amazing is that? Veina then visited our program in Kerala with her family to bring her gift of books. We are so lucky to have a youth leader like Veina as a volunteer. I'd like to now turn to Veina to get her insights with a couple of Q&A. Hi, Veina. Thank you for your leadership and all your great work. So grateful and inspiring to have someone so young like you, so giving so much to our programs and volunteering at such a young age. Can you share what inspires you to volunteer for us and the work that we do?
Sure. So the biggest thing that inspired me was the impact that Blossom had made so far, the projects they were implementing in their future, and most importantly, their vision, ending caste inequality and giving opportunities to every child. And so I originally started volunteering when I was looking for my Silver Award project, which is the second highest award you can receive in Girl Scouts. And coincidentally, they were looking for a volunteer as well. So from there, I pursued this opportunity because I was intrigued on how positive these students could be given their condition. And so I started asking and advertising from books from all of my teachers, all my friends, my family, pretty much everybody that walked in my door. And I collected a total of 500 books, and it took some time, like 3 to 4 months, but we eventually got there. And after this, we put them in a large duffel bag and took them to Kerala. And the first day that we got there, there was a celebration going on. So my mom and I got to meet all the students. I got to say a little something, and I got to eat some food, which is really great. And I think the biggest thing there was how, as I said earlier, how positive all the students were and how excited and happy they were. And I think that was really amazing. And so we went home after that. And the second day, Mom and I came up with a few interactive games that we could play with the students to just boost morale. And it was really inspiring. And after that, I went to the library part of the hostel, and I organized all the books with the help of all the teachers. And yeah, so that was my trip, and that was what inspired me.
Amazing, Veina. Thank you. And I have one more question. So what advice do you have for your peers here in the United States about why getting involved in this work is so important?
Of course. So I think the biggest advice I would have was know your goal and why you're doing what you're doing, so you can really put in all your effort and help the cause, and it'll benefit both yourself and the cause. And my second piece of advice is to have fun with it. So it's not only work, they are people that we are helping. And yeah, so yeah, I think that's my biggest advice.
Thank you so much, Veina. You're so inspiring, and we are so grateful for your commitment to your work. And you're the future, and you're here, and you're today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we're moving on to have Pushpinder and the mayor for a conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. We're introducing a video by one of our donors, MP Singh.
Everyone, this is MP Singh. Me and my wife Priya, we are both grateful and proud to be part of Blossom Projects. As we all know, there are many communities in this world who are deprived of basic needs. There is widespread poverty and oppression due to caste, color, and gender. But there is definitely hope. There are some great initiatives and organizations who are proactively working to help out these communities. One such initiative is Blossom Projects. They help these young men and women in Kerala who have been oppressed for so many years due to caste, poverty, and color. These young men and women, they lose hope, they lose motivation, sometimes they drop out of schools, and they end up doing menial jobs and even get married at an early stage. Blossom projects, they help them by providing a full-time residential program. These young men and women, they get an excellent opportunity to study, to find and develop their own unique academic and creative skills. And all this effort helps them ultimately find a meaningful career, to get a good job and carve out a respectable place in the society. Me and my wife Priya, we are always looking for opportunities to give back, to the society. And we are so happy we found this another meaningful opportunity via Blossom Projects. These men and women, after they get settled in some good career, they come back to the organization to help out other students. So the whole effort, it gets multiplied. We encourage everyone to look up their website, to learn and see how they are changing lives and become contributing members. In this time of COVID-19, this help is required more than ever. So let's all open our hearts and wallets and help out this noble cause. Thank you, Blossom Projects. Thank you for this opportunity to be part of this great cause.
Thank you, MP Singh and Priya. I know you both are watching the show, so I just want to say to you how touched I am always by your support of our cause. Please keep supporting us. Now we're going to move on to another quick Q&A. So before I introduce Mayor Taylor, I mentioned how caste as a social construct exists not only in India, but in other communities and in the South Asian diaspora and across cultures and ethnicities. And when you dig a bit deeper, you see parallels between what you see in the stories of our students in Kerala with the way Black, Indigenous, and people of color have been treated here in the United States. I mean, the Black Lives Matter movement has shed so much light on this type of oppression and violence our communities of color face. So to discuss how caste plays a role or about the parallels that we see in the US, I'd like to invite Cecilia Taylor, the mayor of Menlo Park. It is really my honor and privilege to introduce Mayor Taylor. She's such an inspiring leader for our community, an advocate, and a close friend. Cecilia has been an educator and is a rising force in politics. She represents the neighborhood of Belhaven in the Menlo Park City Council. Belhaven has historically been left behind by the city's policies, attitudes, and lack of investment. And Mayor Taylor has worked tirelessly to highlight these issues of racism, systemic prejudice, and unequal access to resources that the neighborhood has been subjected to. Mayor Taylor, or may I call you Cecilia?
Yes.
So you've seen the videos, Cecilia, and heard the stories of our students in Kerala. What parallels do you see, if any, in the lives you see in India and how Black students and marginalized students or low-income students have been treated here in the United States?
Good evening, and thank you for inviting me. And just something that that came to me as I'm listening to the presentation, from segregation to empowerment tools, from racism to resiliency, from discrimination to innovation, and from violence to safe spaces. This is what I feel when I hear the presentation about what the Blossom Project is doing. And as far as the question you just asked me, what's parallel between the Black community here in Menlo Park and the community in Kerala that you serve, that there's been a historical struggle for the Black community here in the city of Menlo Park and even in the United States that starts with the undereducation of the Black youth, under-resourcing and underserving the Black neighborhoods, and most importantly, the underrepresentation of Black Americans in general. And specifically, that is what has happened here in the city of Menlo Park. What is parallel to Kerala is the fact that it usually starts with our youth. That they do not have enough resources, tools and resources to be successful. And so what ends up happening is that you find ways to supplement what is missing that is supposed to be, I believe, offered to everyone. We all should have equal access to education. It shouldn't be something that you have to supplement. But the similarity is that you do have to. Here, we do a top-down approach, which means the one who has the most resources continues to receive additional resources, and the ones that have the least receive the least. And with the caste system, you're born into it. You're born into a position that limits what you can and cannot do, and that is what's parallel. You know, as a Black woman coming from a Black community, I'm born into the circumstance of how people view me, regardless of what my value is.
That is awesome. You know, you bring up such great points, and that's why when I reached out to you, I reached out knowing that there are these connection points, right? And when I travel to Kerala and see the student stories and hear about their experience, and I come back here and I hear similar stories about Black youth and you know, minority youth, I just, it all connects, and it looks, you know, there's commonalities in our experiences. So, you know, as the founder of a nonprofit yourself, Belhaven Action, you know, what advice would you give us as we do this difficult work of changing mindsets and policies? Are there any lessons you've learned along the way that you can share with us?
Yes, there are lessons that I can share, but I believe that the most important is letting you know that you are doing what is needed for the community in Kerala. That I believe that we need to solve and resolve our own challenges because we know where the impact is needed the most. I believe that the health and wellness of our communities lies in the proper education of our youth. So it starts from knowing where you come from, being educated on that environment. And also, when you look at policies, that means holding your elected officials accountable. And I believe that the leadership part of your program definitely will get to that part that the youth need to be participating in. It's interesting because empowerment has to come from us. It doesn't come from the outside, it comes from inside. And so your program is doing that. And so I believe that the biggest lesson that I've learned during my actually short time of being a social justice advocate is that it comes from within. So it comes from within our community. It comes from within ourselves about the empowering one another about what our next generation not only needs to be successful, but how to create it. And then allowing them to take over because we're doing this for them.
Absolutely. That's so insightful. And thank you for sharing your insights. I love having these conversations with you. It doesn't always have to be on camera, but I love having conversations when we go for walks because that just really helps me stay focused on this work. Thank you so much for taking the time, Mayor Taylor. This was really awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to kind of begin to wrap up our show with a very small inspirational video from a student called Adira. So we met Adira in winter camp in December 2018. She made a huge impression on us. My husband and I were there to participate in the activities. We were running workshops, and you know, she began to have conversations about engineering with him. In fact, she's so confident that she was picked to be the MC for the final graduation day event, where all the politicians and local leaders came to congratulate our winter camp attendees. So this was an audience of about 300 people that Adira just stood on the stage and kind of managed. So next winter, my husband and I were not able to join our students in Kerala. And so Adira sent us a message, a video message to my husband Nathan and myself, telling us about the progress she'd made. She felt very accountable and in sharing that with us. She had completed a diploma in electronics and communications engineering and was at that point pursuing an additional diploma in computer applications. And I'm just so impressed by this young woman and her desire and her ambition to become an engineer. I just want to share this with you as one of the last videos from our students.
Hi Pushpinda ma'am and hi Nathan sir. I am Adira, you do remember me. I am so happy to have this camp and we are really missing you. Last year I completed my diploma in electronics and communication engineering and now I am doing a short-term diploma course in computer application and I am also preparing for the lateral interest for BTech education. And how are you ma'am? How are you sir? How about you, both of you? And I wishing you two both a happy new year.
I think I'll have to say that you're on mute there, Mudra. That's the line of 2020. So
Oh my goodness.
we have to say that, right? At least once during the show.
Well, I was so caught up. I was just really taking in the amazing show of friendship tonight by all of you here on the screen and all of our spouses behind the scene and all of our families and all the people in the chat. The donations that have come in already tonight were already surpassed $3,500 just tonight, plus all of the auction items. So it's amazing really what a circle of friends can do. We can have an impact on the local level and we can stay connected on the global level. And I think this is the vision for the year moving forward. You know, this time last year, we were getting ready for our winter camp. And when 2020 started, we had no idea what this year would be. But I'm going into 2021 just really excited about hope and love and friendship. And I'm really grateful for all of you joining us here tonight and your contribution just by your presence and all the ways that you're generous to us is impacting the lives of these young leaders. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Daya. And from my perspective, I think the stories that we shared during this presentation, I hope that they inspire you, they stick with you. Vishal, Vishak, Adira, Sini, our teachers, let's continue to inspire this leadership and this entrepreneurship that we're seeing in our community in Kerala. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes, thank you all so much. We've had people join from all over the world and all over the US. So we're so grateful for your support and for taking the time to learn more about our programs. And remember, change starts with you and me. Please consider supporting anything counts. And for these students that are doing amazing things, and we're just so grateful for you all. Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for everything and supporting us. And if you are a high school student and you would like to volunteer, you can contact me on my Instagram, which is Veyna, VEYNA .KARANTH. So yeah, thank you.
And remember, equal access to education, clean water, and housing is a global social justice issue throughout our collective communities. Be a part of the change. Donate now.
Amazing. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, ladies, for presenting, and thank you to all the presenters tonight. What an amazing message. Amazing just a call to action, right? I loved what Mayor Taylor had said is that empowerment comes and starts with us. Okay, and so tonight is all about just being able for us to empower ourselves so we're able to help and empower the youth. Okay, so that concludes the presentations, but that does not include the evening yet. All right. So you are still going to live stream with us because we are back, myself as well as DJ You Can't Stop Mike, the Soulmates, and we are going to play some music to start getting you back into the vibe. Donations on the screen, okay? If you're able to donate $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, however you can, please go ahead and consider donating. We are, from what I heard, 3,500. Oh my gosh, I love the song. 3,500 right now in donations. I am getting updates right now as far as our auction items, but we are still looking for bids. All right, we are still looking for bids. Please, please, please. These auction items were well thought out for an experience. An experience, everybody. Well, how amazing is all that? So let me just say that for those bidding for the dinner in Washington, please make sure that it definitely will not be until after January. All right. So, and then of course with the trip to Kerala will not be until things are all safe. Hopefully 2021, not hopefully, it will be, right? We will put that out in the universe. Otherwise, right now, everybody, let's go ahead and just keep vibing. Ooh, okay. I got current bids right now. We'll vibe right after. So let's see here. Okay, so package 1 for the dinner, we're at $210. The stay in Kerala is at $500. We're still here. Photography for $600. So the Kerala stay and the photography is still at $600. $500, $600 has not budged yet. But look, DC dinner, we got a $400 bid. We got a bid, everybody. Woo! So thank you so much for whoever or those who did bid. We're gonna still be here for another about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to keep reminding you to please make sure to put in your bids while we're still vibing. If you have your cocktail, if you're on your second round, go ahead and go grab it right now, okay? We're going to go ahead and keep dancing. Let's go. I love this song. If you know this song, go ahead and dance with me. Hey, let's go. Remember, bids are still open, okay? So look down on your screen. If you know others who are open or willing to want to participate, go ahead and share this information with them. You can always donate as well. All the information is down on your screen. Listen, I'm going to go look at the comments. Have you guys been commenting? I want to make sure that you guys are still with us. Woo! Yes. Great job. I love it. Let's give a round of applause for all of our speakers. Oh my gosh, they did such an amazing job. Woo! Hey! Oh! Let's go! Oh my gosh, current donations right now, we're at 3,700. 3,700, everyone. Thank you so much. Keep donating. Remember, empowerment starts with us. We've heard stories like Vishal's, taking adversity and making it a positive experience to become leaders to affect change. And it started with a donation from us. So please consider donating $1, $3, $4, how many you can. We thank you. Let's go, everybody. And I'll be shaking it up, picking it up, picking it up, breaking it up. I'm gonna be fucking it up. Hey, and thank you so much, Arun, for streaming live with us. We appreciate your leadership and what you're doing over there. I'm sure that your team, nothing goes unnoticed. You are amazing at what you are doing for the community there. And we are just very grateful to be an extension of that service that you are providing. Thank you so much.
आशिकों से डील तू करके डांस बसंती डांस बसंती
Hey! Oh my goodness. Who's dancing with me? Who's dancing? Let's go, let's go, let's go. I know this is a popular song. I know it is. Hey, hey.
ये चोरी कबों में जाती है पी जाती बोतल पूरी चोरी कबों में जाती है
Where are we with our donations? Are you still considering putting in your bid? Remember, we've got a world-renowned photographer. You have an experience to be able to bid for that. Oh my gosh, a Kerala stay? Amazing. What a great getaway. And for those of you who are in the East Coast area, that dinner, let's just come on. I mean, let's feast, let's eat like royalty, right? Hey, hey, let's go. Are we dancing? Are we dancing? Dance with me. This is another one of my Bollywood songs. Hey, hey. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo, woo. Come on. I know you want to dance. Woo. All right. Oh, I wish I could see all of you dancing right now. I wish I can. Amazing. Hey. Woo. Let's go, everybody. It is the celebration of hope. All right, we are bringing hope. We are bringing empowerment. We are bringing a future to these children. Come on. Make sure you're donating. Bids are still open. Are we even commenting? Are you still with me? Come on. Yes. Oh, thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. It helps when you believe in the cause, right? Let's go, let's go. Come on. Hey.
Now Chori wanted to dance, but Chora wanted romance. So Chora Polish DJ said, Jay, no taking chance. Chori, it's a fire, सब लड़कों की desire है. यो चलता फिरता फैशन सो baby बिजली की नंगी wire है. मैं पागल हो
I am open to one of these days. Somebody co-leading with me a Bollywood dance. I'm up for that challenge. Let's go. Can we just give a heads up to my husband right now? DJ, you can't stop Mike. He is on fire. He's looking really mighty good right now with his little 20s vintage outfit. I'm loving it. Can we comment on how good he looks? Let's hear it in the chat. Once again, everybody, bids are still open. Bids are still open. Donations, anytime. The information is down scrolling on your screen. If you are streaming with us on Facebook, if you're streaming with us on YouTube, and you know others who cannot be with us today, I am sure that this will all be recorded. You can definitely share this show with them later on. We're taking donations even after this, okay? So, But bids, auction items, let's go. Let's have it. Come on. We're going to announce the winners of the auction items in just a couple of minutes. So get your bids in. Get your bids in. Once again, the Kerala dinner, we're at 210. Okay. The stay is at 500, photography at 600, and our DC dinner is at 400. Okay, can we get that dinner up to 300? How about the Kerala stay to 600? Our photography with MP Singh, let's get to 700. And that DC dinner, let's go 500. Okay, I only increased by 100 each. Come on, only 100 each. Who is able to do that for us today? Let's go, everybody. Come on.
She was buzzing, we was leaving, but it's over, but you got telephone. It's mommy, daddy saying, come on home. I said, many yana, Chatteri ki main ghar nahi jana. Chatteri ki main ghar nahi jana. Chatteri ki main ghar nahi jana. Roka to kiss my man. It's such a kiss my man. Main ghar nahi jana.
I'm going to go over to the chat. Let's see what everyone's saying right now. Oh, Arun, thank you so much. Yes, the DJ is amazing. He is amazing. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Yes. Oh, yes. I love this song. Hey. All right, does everyone want to dance with me? Let's go. Come on. A little Bali X dancing right here. Impromptu. Other side. We're stepping to the left. Hey. Hey. Amazing. Hey. Well, we got the winners. We'll do it after this song. Walk forward. Step left. Right and back. Woo. Woo. Come on. We have the winners of the auction items, everybody. I'm going to announce it after this song. Because I've been feeling right now. Hey. Let's go.
स्कूल फूल की टीचर है क्या जब देखो लेक्चर झाड़ती रहती तेरे लिए लिखा ये गाना साथ में मेरे गाएगी क्या घूर घूर क्यों देखे मैडम अरे
right here. Woo. All right, everybody. Woo, okay. So listen, it is time. It is time right now. We've got the winners. First of all, I just wanted to say on behalf of Blossom Projects for having us soulmates be a part of this amazing event, this amazing cause. After just going through, listening backstage on the amazing work that this organization is doing, that these volunteers, let me tell you, these volunteers, okay, that speaks words. They are not getting paid for what they're doing. They are volunteering their time because you know what? They know and they understand the impact of the cause of what this organization can do for our youth. And it is a ripple effect that will create positivity, leadership for our future. And it starts today. So I want to just say thank you. My husband, he doesn't have the mic. So let me see here. You want to say thank you?
Just want to say thank you to all you guys who's out there. I know right now is a challenge for all of us going through what we're going through. And we just got to find it fortunate that we're in this position to give because there's definitely people in the world that need it. And we just want to let you guys know from the bottom of our hearts, what you guys are doing is so important. It is so determined to save a life. And we just thank you guys for vibing with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Once again, we are very honored to be a part of this. So with that said, I want to take this time right now to go ahead and announce the winners. So package 1, which is the Kerala dinner. So out of at a bit. Oh, I'm getting updates as we speak here. I love it. So $210 goes to Nisha Advani. Woo! Oh my! I wish we had some like sound or whatever. Nisha Advani, thank you so much for your bid, for your donation for the Kerala dinner. All right, here we go. The package for the Kerala stay, and I know after all of this, she definitely will need a getaway. It is to our mayor, Mayor Taylor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So the package for the photography for MP Singh. Oh my gosh. I hope to see these photos on his Instagram later on once you're able to book and take them. But this goes to Mansi, and I hope I'm pronouncing them all right. Mansi Sood. Mansi Sood, thank you so much for your bid, for your donation, for your auction item bid. Okay, here we go. Package for that DC dinner. Thank you, Linda Longmere. Thank you so much. You better rally your posse after all of this and go fine dine after all of this over in DC. Thank you so much to all of our winners and everybody. Total donations right now. Okay, right now, because I know it will increase after we are done with the show as well. You can donate anytime you like. The information is scrolling on the bottom of your screen, but total donations right now is $3,855. Thank you so much, everybody. Every single dollar counts. If you knew people who could not be with us today, please, please, please make sure to share this stream with them. It will be on the Facebook Live page. It will hopefully, I believe it'll be on the YouTube. If I am not saying it correctly, please don't get mad at me. But the hope is that it is still the recorded show will be on, so we can go ahead and spread the message. So thank you so much, everybody, for your donations. Thank you for everyone who bid. And thank you just everybody for your gifts of time. It has been such an amazing event. And it's time to celebrate. With that said, we have like one or two more songs, and then we are out. Thank you so much. Charlie Beats, DJ You Can't Stop Mike. Today, together we are soulmates. It has been a pleasure to MC and DJ for all of you. Hey, let's dance.
To last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together.
Yes, let's come together.
It's up to you.
What's your pleasure?
Everyone
around the world, come on.
It's a celebration.
It truly is. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, this is the very first live stream for Blossom Project. Live stream as far as this fundraiser. Amazing. And thank you for all here being a witness to that. Celebration of hope. Let's go.
Let's celebrate.
All right, everyone, we are about to wrap up. We've got one more song after this. I cannot pass the song up. This is Miss Whitney Houston. I love it. We have one more song after this, and then after that, we bid you adieu. If you're on your feet right now, go ahead and dance with me and sing with me. Light a thing that shows me how, and when the night dancing partner right now is DJ. Let's go. Or you can dance with me. Come on. With somebody who loves me. All right, this is the last song. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of the Blossom Project, we want to thank you, myself and DJ You Can't Stop Mike, for allowing us to be a part of this amazing organization. I know my life has been impacted just being exposed to the message. I encourage all of you, after we are done with this live stream, to please follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook, all right? Share their message. Go to their website. Donate, okay? $1 right now means the world to a lot of people. I know it means the world to me, okay? It will mean the world to these children, to these families, all right? And to hear their stories, man, your impact at $1 for them to be able to be a leader in their community, no words. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate you. Soulmates is out. Bye. Hey.